Guest here in studio, Dr. Warmuth here joining us this morning. Doctor, good morning. How are you, sir?
I'm great. Good morning to you guys.
Good to see you here this morning. Now, tell us a little bit about who you're with and how you got involved with Pink Up the Pace.
Sure. So I'm a physician and an oncologist with Cancer Specialists of North Florida. So because of our connection with breast cancer, we've been involved with Pink Up the Pace for a number of years.
That's amazing. So I had to this morning, and I just wanted to Google oncologist, which is a doctor specializing in cancer, correct?
That's correct.
Awesome. How long have you been an oncologist?
24 years.
It's amazing.
Wow. Let's see. So your group kind of comes after being diagnosed with breast cancer, is that correct? People come and see you kind of after
Usually,
being diagnosed.
usually so. As they may have had a biopsy, and then they come see us, and we help develop a treatment plan for them.
I'm sure you see a lot of fear that comes into your face too, especially when they get the news like that. It's a very sensitive moment. How do you make them feel like there is opportunity and it's not a death sentence?
Well, that's a good question. So I think trying to reassure them that there are many treatments available, that the prognosis has improved so much over the years. I think trying to answer all their questions, trying to talk to the family.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, doctor, what drew you to be an oncologist? Like, I had cancer very early. I was 23 first time I had skin cancer. What drew you to say, okay, this is where I want to be?
Sure. When I was in medical school, I rotated through a cancer hospital, and I just felt this connection to the patients, and I liked the science behind it, and I just sort of knew at that time that this was going to be my specialty.
So you kind of nailed it down, because some people don't specialize until late, and they figure it out. But you kind of realized, okay, as I'm going through, this is where I want to be.
Exactly.
This is where I need to be.
Exactly.
So okay,
That's
very
awesome.
cool.
What a journey. That's
Yeah.
and you stayed with it the whole time without, remixing it or changing it up. That's amazing. So Pink Up the Pace, October 2nd, coming up. How long have you guys been involved with Pink Up the Pace?
So I guess our group's been doing it for at least 5 years. We've been one of the sponsors. Prior to that, we participated by running in the event, and staff has kind of done it individually, but then I think we got a lot more organized with it over the last few years.
It's quite a spectacle, yeah.
It's a great event.
Yeah.
It is. And what kind of impact do you think working with Pink Up the Pace kind of has for your company and on our community as well?
Well, I think it's a reminder that this is an important organization, that they do a lot of good for the community. I think it gives our staff a chance to interact with Pink Up the Pace and hear more about it, and they realize what a need there is for this type of fundraising event.
Yeah, very, very important, and so cool that you guys are involved. I mean, Pink Up the Pace has just so many great organizations that help them put on this event, and so cool that just to have you guys involved and doing your thing down there. Do you guys participate in the
team activity?
Activity, but I'm thinking of the expo the day before.
Oh,
Do you guys
yeah.
participate
I was
in
going
the
to try
expo
and
at all
get a
the day
904
before?
shirt.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And what are you guys usually doing at the expo?
Usually we have some little giveaways and things, and we're there to answer questions if people have questions. The expo is a great event. There's lots and lots of people there.
Yeah, and it's
a
great.
Great energy.
And it's great for people to have access to folks like you, Doctor, and the other folks that are there at the expo to just help them gather more information.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So, doctor, early intervention's key to a lot of different things.
Yes.
What's the one thing, in your opinion, that would make your job obsolete? That could make you go out of business, where you become a gardener instead of a doctor, which would be ideal for everyone. So where cancer's gone.
Sure. Well, I guess if they invented the cure for cancer and it was an easy cure.
Yeah. But I mean, early intervention, wouldn't you say, is one of the most important things?
Early intervention is very important because, for example, with breast cancer, if you find it very early, sometimes surgery is the only treatment that's needed. Sometimes those patients don't require chemotherapy and some of the harsher treatments. So I think the earlier you catch it, the better.
What advancement in your 24 years? I mean, you guys have come a long, long way. What advancement do you feel has helped your job easier
Sure.
as an oncologist?
I think there's been some advances in terms of personalizing the oncology care, and that means we do these various DNA tests on cancer cells sometimes, and that helps us guide treatments. And so back years ago, we used to give a lot of women chemotherapy for breast cancer because that was the accepted standard treatment. Now we do these tests where we can analyze a tumor and we can find out which tumors need chemotherapy, which don't need chemotherapy, which are going to have a good prognosis, which might not have a good prognosis.
Which is very, very important to help give you guys a roadmap. Obviously,
Sure, it makes our job easier. We have a lot more information now than we used to.
Yeah, and you specialize. Do you specialize just in breast cancer, or all cancers like pancreatic and?
I do all cancers.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Well, Doctor, I appreciate you coming in this morning, and really, really appreciate you being part of the Pink Up the Pace run. And how can people get in touch with you if they want to take advantage of your services or check in with you?
So they can call our office, 904-825-4500.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Cancer specialist of North Florida. Amazing.
That's
Real quick, back to Pink Up the Pace before we let you go. What does your team look like this year?
So we have 20 participants.
Really? That's a huge team. That's
Wow.
It's going to be a big team. So since last year was canceled because of COVID, we wanted this year to be special, so we tried to get everybody involved. And so we have 20 people. We are ordering T-shirts, so we'll all have matching T-shirts. And I'll be honest, I'm not sure what they look like. But
Well, that's part of the fun, right? You get to be surprised.
But I trust the team, so whatever they pick, we'll be fine.
That's awesome. Are you a runner?
I am a runner.
So you're going to run it?
Yes.
Oh, very cool.
Nice.
Very cool.
Can you make sure my beer stays cold, because it's going to be a while before I get there.
I'll keep it real cold for you.
There you go. Dr. Warmuth, thank you so much, sir. Very much appreciate you coming on this morning.
Thank you all.